What's up, geometry? Thanks for tuning in for another episode of Math with Mullins. We got quite a bit of ground to cover for 10.2 today, so let's go ahead and get into it. We're going to be looking at measuring angles and arcs, where we're going to find the measures of angles and arcs using the properties of circles, and then be able to find arc lengths using degrees or radians. So we have a lot of definitions. I'm going to type these in first, and then we will get started going back and showing some pictures. So definition of a central angle starts off as, in a circle, the vertex is at the center and the sides are the radii. So once we have a picture, this will make a little bit more sense for us. The sum of all central angles is 360 degrees. An arc is a part of a circle that is defined by two endpoints. The central angle makes two arcs. Next up, we have a minor arc. A minor arc has a measure of 180 degrees or less. Just less than 180 degrees. Measure of is a measure less than 180 degrees. A semicircle will just have exactly 180 degrees. The measure of a minor arc is equal to the measure of its related central angle. And probably need to make that correction there. A major arc has a measure greater than 180 degrees. The measure of a major arc is 360 minus the measure of the minor arc with the same endpoints. And then last but not least, I was going to go over just a little bit, is the arc addition postulate, and that says excuse me, measure of an arc formed by two adjacent arcs is the sum of the measures of the two arcs. So again, not a lot of these might make sense without the pictures, so that's why we are going to draw some pictures. Here we go. So a central angle is the vertex being at the center. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit now that we've got our definitions all drawn. So if I draw my circle, and I've got here, I'm going to label that A, B, and C. So angle ABC is the central angle. Sum of all central angles, that just says 360. So I just did some examples here. We'll do angle 1, 2, and 3. And all that's saying is the measure of angle 1 plus the measure of angle 2 plus the measure of angle 3 gives us 360. An arc is a part of a circle that's defined by two endpoints. The central angle makes two arcs. So I'm going to put a few extra labels here, and then we'll talk about each one. So if we have this circle, pretend it's perfect, yay. Point Q is in the middle, and then we'll go point R, point S. I'm going to use this picture for the next two measurements as well. P, and then do T. Okay, so an arc could be any part of the circle that has two endpoints. So like P to R, that's an arc, or R to S, that's also an arc. Okay, so a part of a circle that's defined by two endpoints, so like R, P, and T, and S, those are all endpoints, and any in between any of those two endpoints is considered an arc. Okay, A minor arc has measures less than 180 degrees. So in this picture above, minor arc PR is equal to the measure of angle PQR. So PR is this piece right here. Let's label that one blue. So here's the minor arc PR, and notice that it's the same angle as PQR. Okay, so PR is a minor arc. Okay, a major arc, though, has a measure greater than 180 degrees. The measure of a major arc is 360 minus the measure of the minor arc with the same endpoints. So in this one, I did PSR. So major arc, PSR. Notice how we're going to use 3 letters now. Arc symbol is equal to 360 degrees minus, here's PSR, so minus that minor arc, so minus the minor arc of PR. So PSR would be from P to S to R. So that's that orange arc we're seeing. So PSR is a major arc. Okay, and then arc addition postulate, we're going to draw a brand new circle here. I'm going to label this one as W, and then we'll do a Z, a Y, and an X. And all that says is if we take 2 arcs, add them together, we can make one big arc. So let's say we want the measure of arc XZ. We can take the measure of XY plus the measure of YZ's arc. That's all it's saying. So pictures make everything better usually. So those are all of our definitions. Let's go right into example 1, finding the value of X. Remember here, and if you want to pause the video at any point in time before you start a question, go ahead and then you can play it to make sure you did it correctly. Here is an example of a complete circle. This complete circle has 360 degrees with this little red box being 90 degrees. So I would take X plus 85 plus 40 plus 90 and set it equal to 360. Combining all these like terms, I'm going to get 215. So X plus 215 is 360, so that means X is 145. Part B is right next to it. Again, if you want to pause here, you can try it on your own. If not, let's go ahead and try it together. X plus 145 plus 165 equals 360. Combine my like terms, I'm going to get X plus 310 equals 360, so that means X has to be 50, and that does look like a 50-degree angle because we have an acute angle there. Next page, let's move right along. So it says PM, I'm going to have to zoom out here. Okay, PM is the diameter of R, of circle R. Identify each as a major arc, minor arc, or semicircle, then find its measure. So the nice thing we already know is this is 90 degrees, we've got 150 taken care of, and I bet because PM is the diameter, that means this section is also 90 degrees. So let's talk about MQ. MQ is this missing piece right here. So first of all, we're going to consider this as a minor arc. And you can write M and then capital MQ with the arc symbol over it to represent the minor arc. And then to find these, I just took 360, subtracted 180. I got 180, and then 180 minus 115 is going to give me 65 degrees. So 65 degrees is equal to the measure of MQ's arc. MNP is going from M to N to P, and that one's a semicircle. And that one is just a simple 180 degrees. And then the last one, MNQ, I'll do that one in bright pink. M to N to Q is all the way around. So that's a major arc because it is bigger than 180 degrees. So how I did that is I took 360 minus 65, and I got 295. So the measure of major arc M in Q is 295 degrees. Okay. Example 3, the following graph shows percentage of male athletes that are involved in each sport. In high school, find the measure of CD. CD is here, and that is 17%, but I want to know the measure of it, so that's the degrees. So I'm going to take 17% of 360, so 0.17 times 360. I'm going to get the measure of CD's arc is equal to about 61.2 degrees. So we're just finding percentages out of that 360 degrees. Example 4, I'm going to have you pause and try this one on your own, and then when you're ready to check, go ahead and click play, and then we'll try example 5 afterwards. Sorry. All right. JK is 21 degrees, which probably means ML is also going to be 21 degrees, so that one, because it's opposite from there. I also want you to notice that M to K looks like we're going diagonals here or straight through. So that would be 180 minus 21. So that's going to give me 159. So if I added all these together, I would get 360. So now I can find out the missing pieces here. So the measure of angle JNM is 159 degrees. The measurement of arc KL is also 159 degrees. JKM is J to K all the way around M. So I would mean I'm going to be adding 21 plus 159 plus another 21, and I'm going to get 201. And then MKL, so another major arc, M to K to L, could just be 360 minus 21, and I'm going to get 339. Okay. All right. Next up, we have example 5. Again, this would be a good one to pause and try on your own, and then when you're ready to check, we can go on and click play. So one thing I looked at here is I'm noticing this is 103 degrees, and then this is probably a diameter, so I did 103 minus 180, I got 77 degrees. And then this is also going to help me kind of produce what's remaining. So something I looked at for here, it says find x. That means I'm looking at just this half of the circle. So I can say 18x minus 2 plus 15 plus 77 is equal to 180. So I combine my like terms. This is going to give me 18x plus 90 equals 180. So 18x equals 90. So dividing by 5, x is equal to, divide by 18, x is equal to 5. All right, next example we have question 6, and then we'll talk about 2 more after this. X, I know that these can be equal to one another because these are going to be vertical angles. So that's where I started. 8x plus 12 equals 10x minus 22. I'm going to subtract 8x from both sides, add 22 to both sides. 2x is equal to 34. So x is 17. And now that I know that, I can plug in 17 for each one of these. So that's going to give me 148 degrees for both of these angles. And then that's going to help me find the measure of arc AD, 148 degrees. CD would probably be 180 minus 148. I'm going to get 32, so 32 degrees. And then BDC is just 360 minus my 148. Then we get 212. There we go. All right, last we're going to work on is arc length. We can find arc length by taking the degrees out of 360 and multiplying it by the circumference. x, where x is degrees, and r is radius. So that definition we will fill in as the following. The distance between endpoints of an arc measured along the arc in linear units, different from degrees. This is going to represented by a fraction of the circumference, which is why we see that x out of 360 is equal times the circumference. We do this when it asks us for length instead of the measure. So when it says, hey, find the length of this arc, this is what we're going to use, not the measure. So the measure is going to be your degrees, but the length is going to be using this formula. So we're going to try that with example 7. Find the length of AB. So here's my degrees. Whoopsies. And again, length can be found if I do the degrees out of 360 times 2 times pi times radius. So my degree is 80. And my radius is 7. So 2 times pi times 7. Remember, you do want to multiply this in terms of pi. So what I do first is I'll do 80 times 2 times pi times 7, and then divide all that by 360. So let's type that into our calculator. 80 times 2 times the pi symbol times 7, and then I get 3,518.58, and then I'm going to divide that by 360. I'm going to get 9.77. So the measure of AB arc is about 9.77. Go ahead and pause for number 6, see if you can try that one on your own, and then click play when you're ready to check. All right, length of PRQ, notice that's a major arc, so I want to know first the degrees of that. So I need to do 360 minus 45, and I'm going to get 315. So that's my degrees I'm going to use. So length can be found by doing a fraction of the circle times its circumference, 2 times pi times 3. So 315 times 2 times pi times 3, and then divided by 360. I'm going to get a big number, or not big number, a long decimal, so let's round it. The measure of major arc PRQ is equal to about 16.49 centimeters. And I forget my meters here for that example 7. Oh, this should be example 8. Oopsies. Okay. All good there. So hopefully that kind of gives you an idea of how to find the length for some circles. That's going to be the end of our video. Thanks for tuning in, learning about how to measure some arcs. Tomorrow we'll talk about 10.3, measuring some arcs and chords. Have a great day.